Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome or welcome back. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I am the Bro Gamer, and today I just gotta laugh because just when I went to my Chrome home screen, this particular article from fandomwire popped up, like, you know, as the articles do, related to things that you're interested in, usually tend to do. And this one right here has to be one of the stupidest articles, especially regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in particular, that I have ever read. And I'm never the type of person to say that lightly or kind of throw any type of website like this under the bus or anything like that, but I actually like just wasted my time reading this, and it's just, you guys just gotta see how absolutely stupid this is. Okay, so let's just dive into it here. It's not too long. And as you guys can see by the title, it had no character development at all. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's lack of one saga's characters at launch may be a reflection of fan criticism.
What?
GT was always a black sheep of the Dragon Ball family. It wasn't popular in Japan. Let's hope it won't be the case with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is written by someone named Anurag. Okay, so let's gonna dive into it here. So far, nothing too bad. Me personally, I'm not familiar with GT's reception in Japan, but I'll take the word for it that they did their research, right? All right, so let's dive into it here. Summary: Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's release is nearing, but there's no sign of GT characters to be included on the roster. Check, that's true. GT characters have been featured in the Dragon Ball video games before, especially in Sparking Zero's predecessor. Yes, this is true. Some fans were debating about whether or not the developers should prioritize GT characters in the game. I've seen that. I will go ahead and we'll say this. True again. For some, Dragon Ball GT appears to be a fun story that emerged out of the minds of Toei Animation staff, but many are in disagreement, especially the fans in Japan. However, the characters from the series did quite well in the video game adaptations. Okay, I think they mean the video game adaptations of the anime there, but that's true as well. The black sheep of the Dragon Ball family is likely the black sheep. It's likely to see its characters making it to the upcoming Bandai Namco game, obviously referring to Sparking Zero. That's because its predecessor had them too, and several other video game adaptations of the series had featured them before. GT characters might not be a fan favorite for the upcoming game at all. Okay, this is where it gets kind of dumb. Okay, so I got some little screenshots here, blah 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 blah. After witnessing a recent conversation regarding inclusion of GT characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it seems like some fans aren't really into characters from the anime exclusive series. I'm sorry. What the hell are you talking about? I tell you, under every major gameplay video, major announcement, update that we have gotten from this game, especially in the last 2 months, I can't seem to not find at least a fair amount of people like not even essentially almost not even caring about the trailer or the update that's being presented, because they're just so hungry and eager to see if it'll be in the game. That was even one of the questions that was asked. I can't remember the guy's name, but there was like an interview going on where the guy had the translator who was a representative of the game or something like that, and they even asked him that because they know it's the guy didn't just ask him that for no reason. He was asking him questions that obviously most fans wanted to know about the game.
As you probably figured, we cannot comment at this time. Very sorry about this.
That's fine.
So
I figured.
Please wait for further announcements.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I hope so. And that's it. Thank you so much for.
So I don't know what the hell they're talking about there. In one recent community debate on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, the poster asked if they wanted to see GT characters or the original animes. Now, as you guys can see here, this is not going to attack this person at all, because they're just asking a poll or debate here. Let's debate who should be more of a priority to beat in Sparking Zero, OG Dragon Ball or GT. Now, let me tell you, to use this poll or debate, whatever, on X as a basis for this article is just absolutely stupid and ridiculous to me, because this is essentially the same thing for those who have any knowledge of maybe Star Wars, for example. That's like asking if there was like going to be like a major game that included all of episodes 1 through 6, like a major like full story video game like that, which is pretty much would be the same thing as Sparking Zero. Would be like, hey, would you rather have the prequel and an original trilogy story in the game, or would you rather prioritize having the Mandalorian in the game? Okay, now as much as people absolutely love the Mandalorian, there's no way in hell you might literally at best find, and that maybe this is way too much, 3% of the fandom as a whole who would rather have essentially a Mandalorian based game versus a game that focuses on the main meat and potato story of Star Wars. Han, Luke, Leia, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, you name it, okay? That is essentially the same thing that this poll is asking, and the basis that they're trying to use for their argument against why fans do not want GT. That is just, when I actually like read this poll, I was just absolutely flabbergasted at just how fucking stupid that is to use that for an argument for it. Of course, if you're gonna weigh having what should be more of a priority in general, and in general says the main fucking meat and potatoes of Sparking Zero should be telling the story of the OG Dragon Ball or GT, of course, 98 or 99% of the fandom, of course, is going to say that, and me being included in that. That is the stupidest freaking argument I've ever heard. Let's just continue here before I just continue to rant about that component alone of this article. The answer to that was pretty clear, as these Dragon Ball fans came together emphasizing the original series. Yeah, no shit. And this is what really it gets me, guys. This is what they're doing. They're using a screenshot. I'm not trying to disrespect these people at all. But you're trying to use somebody who put a comment under this debate, this poll, who has 2 likes. Okay, 2 likes. On this post, as if this was like a massive amount of people that supported this point for here. GT was terrible until the end. It had no character development at all, and Super Saiyan 4 was overhyped. LOL. Look, that's that person's opinion. I'm not even here to debate that. That's how they feel. Respect to how they feel. I completely disagree personally, but I respect their opinion. But to use someone who had 2 fucking likes on this debate, as if this was like someone that got like 50 to 200 plus likes for this comment, as if this was like, validating the point of this awfully written article, awfully positioned article, is just absolutely stupid to me. And wait, there's more. While the original series is definitely something to consider, GT does have its charm that'll make fans love it. Okay, yeah, we know that. Stop trying to clean it up now. They even have another comment that has a massive amount of 4 likes, guys. 4 likes. Even if I played GT characters more back then, it's still OG Dragon Ball. No shit. That is a crucial part of Dragon Ball. Without Dragon Ball, there is no Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and people don't get it because most people haven't watched the original. Hell, I'm watching it right now. They honestly need to push OG Dragon Ball way more. Bro, they freaking are. We haven't even gotten confirmation for GT. As far as we know right now, GT is not going to be in the game. Maybe as it stands right now, it might be in the form of some type of a DLC. But we haven't even got any fucking GT in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot in any shape, way, or form. Nothing at all. The closest we've gotten has been Goku's Next Journey DLC, which you can argue, yes, it has a tiny little Videl, tiny little Pan, and it has Oob, but that's about it. That's a totally separate component and story from the GT era in itself. But that's the closest thing in recent games that we've even gotten to that. You can argue that Fighters, yeah, it has obviously Super Saiyan 4. I think it has actually Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and maybe some other characters. But even that is not necessarily the same thing at all. So Oh my God, using these two comments as a basis of trying to support the point that this article is making against, that the fact that fans don't want to see GT in the game is just absolutely just incredibly asinine to me. Oh, we got another one here with a massive 1 like. OG Dragon Ball needs to be in Sparking Zero. OG Dragon Ball doesn't get enough exposure, blah 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 blah. Especially if they had most of the great fights like Goku versus TM1 and 2, Goku versus Nam, Goku versus Tao, etc. Like these are like common sense points here. Nobody is saying that GT, even the people that want GT, are not saying you need to prioritize fucking GT over the main story, the OG story. Nobody is saying that. Nobody. And then they're gonna ask this dumbass question: do you want to see GT characters coming in the upcoming Bandai Namco game? We'd like to know in the comment section below. Okay, this is just an absolutely, I'm not gonna go on too long here. This is just an absolutely stupid, poorly written article, in my opinion, to try to justify them. Let's go back for those who want to try to say this game is trying to say, this article is trying to say that again, GT characters might not be a fan favorite for the upcoming game at all. And what universe is this? What universe is this? I just am absolutely perplexed. They use these absolute weak arguments. They use comments from people on this poll on X, which is like a common sense ass poll, to try to bring about the point. I mean, this is just, to me, poor journalism at its finest. It really is, and it's just a shame. Like, this is just pure clickbait at its finest to me. It's just really is a poorly written article, man. Just from essentially top to bottom here to try to make just a baseless point. I just don't understand this at all. This is just absolute nonsense and nothingness at its finest, man. And it's purely just an article written to I guess satisfy the company, the website, just to get clicks, just to get eyes on this article. It just is really just garbage to me. It really is garbage, man. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you guys agree with this article. I find that highly unlikely. But who knows, man? This is just unbelievable. But that's all I gotta say regarding this article. Hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Hope that you guys, maybe you did enjoy it. Maybe you did enjoy it just because of how ridiculous this article is. But as always, thank you for watching. Hope that you all have an absolute fantastic one, and I hope to catch you on the next one. But until then, peace. I'll catch you next time.